Hi, everybody. Arun Jacob, your friendly and frank licensed New Zealand immigration advisor who also loves to speak to young students who are planning to use the education pathway to come to New Zealand, study, pick up employment, and eventually settle down in this country. My team and we absolutely love to work with young people like yourself. Sorry if I look a little tired, but I had a long evening of cricket with some of my young students who come to live in the same city which I do, which is Hamilton in New Zealand. And yeah, it's great to hang out with you, young fellows and girls, and make me feel a little young myself. But coming to the question and answer today, today's question is, I think, something very, very important for those who of you who have applied for a student visa before through some other agencies and it got declined because you did not do well in the interview or for some other reasons. It's a very devastating moment because I had a visa decline in my life once before. This was quite some years ago, but I was applying to get a visa to go back to the US. Actually, I had already been there and I had done some work, and then I came back to India, which is where I was living at the time, and I applied for a visa to go back to the US, but they declined my visa. I'm not complaining about it because I live in beautiful New Zealand today. So, I mean, I think it eventually turned out to be well for me. But I still remember that feeling of complete devastation and utter sense of loss because you're prepping for this visa for months and years together sometimes, and you're putting in so much of effort, time, and money into this entire thing. And when it comes as a decline, obviously it is a very heartbreaking moment, and I'm sure a lot of you will also end up in depression. But I think if you have had a visa decline, you need to check with somebody like AJV, that is our company, because we would like to understand where exactly that your first visa went wrong. If it was for reasons of you have not having done the interview properly, we would love to work with you, and we would love to prep you to be able to answer those questions and be able to reply back confidently to the visa officer the next time. We've had a lot of how do I say, a good track record in working with students like that who've had a visa decline, and we worked with them and ensured that they eventually got their visa. So we are reasonably confident that we should be able to do the same for anybody who has had a visa decline for genuine reasons. If you've had a visa decline for a fraudulent document or for impersonation and anything that is illegal, basically, I mean, sorry, we will not be anywhere close to working with you because we will not absolutely touch anybody whose intentions were wrong from day one, and who was intending to defraud the immigration system of New Zealand and enter this beautiful country and do those stupid nonsensical things here in this country. So we are not for people like that, but we are definitely for people who are good and genuine, who had a good academic track record, and the money was in place and the English was in place and the intention was in place. But by virtue of the fact that either you were not prepared for the visa interview, or there was some other technical fault because of which you did not get your visa through, we would absolutely love to work with you. We do charge a fee for people who've had a visa decline, because it is a lot more work for us than working with somebody who does not have a visa decline. So I'm sure you will appreciate. But if you're already going through a heartache and a big depressive moment because you've lost your visa, a little bit of professional fees towards our my team and my own efforts, I think, is a very, very small investment to create a bright future for yourself in a beautiful country like New Zealand. So yeah, we would love to work with all of you who've had visa decline cases before. Does not matter what your visa decline was. Send that letter to our my team, and we will assess it. I will also be involved with each and every visa decline case, and if it is for a genuine reason, we will absolutely advise you on how we can take it forward. If it was for a fraudulent reason, we will say sorry, but we are not going to work with you, and yeah, we're not interested to work with people who were trying to defraud the immigration system of New Zealand. So yeah, do not lose heart. As I told you at the start of this video, I myself went through the experience of what it means to have lost a visa, and I remember it felt very, very terrible for quite a few months. And so, yeah, my team and I we work with our hearts as much as we work with our minds. And to us, each and every client we pick up and decide to work with becomes a part of our family, and we will put in that effort to ensure that you guys have an easy entry into New Zealand, a warm welcome into New Zealand, and as well as hold your hand throughout your journey as you start on your career and your education and your career in New Zealand. So, yeah, trust us, and we will take care of you. And thanks as always for watching and listening to my videos. Yeah, I hope it will help you to create a better future in New Zealand. All the very best. Take care.